And the last thing is you always need to keep your ammo dry or keep your powder dry. What does that mean? Well, my grandfather served the army, and one of the things that he learned early on was to always keep his gunpowder dry, never to use most of his gunpowder, and even when he was in the midst of battle, he would never ever spend everything he'd got. Because what happens if you run out of gunpowder? What happens if you run out of bullets? Well, it's game over for you. You can't really do anything anymore. You can't play anymore. It's like running out of poker chips when you're playing poker. What happens if you run out of poker chips? Well, game over. You get to go home. Except with business failure, you don't just get to go home, the consequences can be severe. In other words, you always need to have a backup plan. So the escape plan is basically what you're going to do if whatever is working for you today stops working or things go bad. And people think that's all about having a savings account or having a reserve, which is all fine. Except the thing that matters most is taking another shot. Okay? Taking another shot. That's very important. Some people also call it the runway. And now, if you have a successful business, you might be thinking, my business is already at a certain altitude. We are already coasting and cruising. We don't need a runway anymore. And you're wrong. You're always going to need a runway. Even when things are going well today, you may have a crash landing, a soft landing, a hard landing of some sort. And it's always going to be unpredictable. You have no crystal balls. And the success that you're going to have to reacquire is a moving target. So you cannot achieve success the same way you did previously. Might have been easy for you, might have been hard for you, might have been well earned for you, but it's not likely not going to happen the same way again. So that's the core tenets of this framework, or the core premise of this framework, right? And if you look at your own life, at your own business, this probably holds true. You can look at your own experiences, you can look at your own business, and you can probably identify that this holds true for your own business and for yourself.